Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Vash here from TheTCGWannabes. I'm going to be doing a deck profile on the deck that I played in the tournament on Friday, which is Tapu Koko GX deck. Yeah, I was playing Tapu Koko on Friday. I placed third behind a Segaleo that I didn't play and a Gardevoir that I did play. I lost 0-2 to the Gardevoir. I was 2-0-1 at the end of the tournament with this deck. I mean, it's definitely not a meta deck that you can just smash Gardevoirs all the time with, but it is a good deck. This deck is expanded. I was not playing in a sanctioned tournament, so I was playing expanded. But yeah, nonetheless, let's get right into this deck profile. So, starting off, I play 3 copies of Tapu Koko GX. If you can see that. 1 copy of Promo Tapu Koko. 4 copies of Magnemite. 1 copy of Magnezone. And 4 more copies of Magnezone. I play 1 Jolteon EX from Evolutions. 1 Raikou with the Shining Body ability, 1 Oranguru for draw power, and since it is expanded, I'm playing 1 Tapu Lele and 1 Jirachi, just due to the fact of me not having the other cards. So, this is what I run for Pokemon, right here. The reason I run these Pokemon is because, first I run Tapu Koko GX, I run 3 of those, that's the main attacker in my deck. I could run 4, but I prefer 3. And then I run Tapu Koko Promo because it's a free retreater and for the ability Flying Flip. The ability Flying Flip does 20 damage to all your opponent's bench Pokemon, so that's really good. For 2 colorless, it's a really good attack for spread damage. The reason I run the Magnezones is because of the ability Magnetic Circuit. When you play this, as often as you like during your turn before your attack, you may attach a lightning energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. You can just get a lot of energy out on the board. I play Jolteon EX for the Flash Ray ability for 1 lightning and 2 colorless. You do 70 damage during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. And then I play Raikou for his ability Shining Body. If this Pokemon has a lightning energy attached to it, any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20. Oranguru I play because he lets you draw 3 cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. I play 1 Tapu Lele and 1 Jirachi because I do not have 2 Tapu Leles and they do the same exact thing. One's $40 less. And that's about it for the Pokemon I play. I'll give you one more look at that. So 3 copies of Tapu Koko GX could be adjusted to 4, but I play 3. So that's it for the Pokemon. We'll get right into the supporters. Alright guys, we're back with the supporters. So first off, 2 copies of Sycamore for draw power. 2 copies of N for punishment and draw power. 2 copies of Shauna for more draw power. Probably the best supporter in this deck, Acerola. The reason I play Acerola is because you can scoop up all your cards with all the damage counters into your hand, and you could just pretty much with Magnezone Tapu Koko replay them with no damage on them. Are playing expanded once again, Lysander. Play 2 copies of that. I play 1 Fisherman to get my basic energies out of my discard because it's a necessity for this deck. Let me move some of these around so I can make more room. 1 copy of Clement to get energy. 1 copy of Skyla to pull Professor's Letter out so I can get quick energy. And 1 copy of Pokemon Fan Club so I can get basic Pokemon into my hand. Up to 2 of them. I do not play Bridget in this deck because I don't think it's necessary. I do play Tapu Leles. I could play Bridget, but I'd rather play Pokemon Fan Club than Bridget. So yeah, that's it for the supporters. Let's get right into the trainer cards and energies. Alright guys, we're back with the trainers. starting with the basic 4 Ultra Balls. I play 4 Ultra Balls. I play 3 rare candies from a Magnezones. Expanded, 2 Verse Seekers, 1 Field Blower, 1 Max Potion, 1 Professor's Letter for quick energy, 1 Energy Recycler, then 1 Energy Retrieval, a Super Rod, and then a Fighting Fury Belt and 2 Paradise Conservation Areas. So most of this is pretty obvious at what it does, but I can explain some of it because most of this stuff's played in every deck. Aether Paradise Conservation Area, basic Pokemon, basic Grass and Lightning Pokemon take 30 less damage if this stadium is in play. Super Rod, shuffle any 3 combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile to your deck, from your deck, from your discard into your deck, sorry. Energy Retrieval, put 2 basic cards from your discard pile into your hand. Energy cards, sorry. Energy Recycler, shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. I know I'm a little overboard with the shuffle energy back into your discard and into your hand, but it's really necessary for this deck. I play 1 Max Potion, which is heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy from that Pokemon. Once again, it's kind of like Acerola. It's really good in this deck. Professor's Letter lets you pull 2 energies from your deck into your hand. Verse Seekers, a lot of you might not know what this is if you didn't play Standard back in the day, because this isn't played in Standard anymore, but this is Verse Seeker. You put a supporter from your discard pile into your hand, so it's basically Tapu Lele but with a discard. Pretty self-explanatory. Ultra Balls, I mean, everybody plays them. 3 rare candies. So what rare candies do is basically lets you skip an evolution. So I can go straight from Magnemite into Magnezone. It's pretty good. Super Rod lets you, I think I went over this one, but it lets you shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. And then Fighting Fury Belt, probably one of my favorite tools in the game. The basic Pokemon this card is attached to gets 40 plus HP and its attacks do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's pretty good. Let me get this all wound up real quick. And we play 10 basic lightning energies. So that's what we play. Is quite a bit of I wouldn't say quite a bit of energy, but a decent amount. Nothing's quite a bit of energy for this format because everything I feel like uses at least 10 energies. Pretty standard. I mean, if you guys want to build this deck, it is pretty cheap. Most of it comes in boxes. Let me just go over it. Tapu Kokos, they come in boxes. This Tapu Koko also comes in a box. You can get these Magnemites and Magnezones and Magnetons from a box. I'm trying to think of what box. Battle Arena, the Kyurem boxes. Jolteon comes out of a box, but it's also just a $5 card. So this is like a $5 card. This comes out of a theme deck if you wanted it like that. Sycamores, they come out of boxes. Basically, a lot of this stuff you can spend $80 and play this deck. So that's all for this deck. I'm going to be bringing you guys another deck profile very soon, like within the week, on something very special. So that was my dog, sorry about that. But something very special coming soon, so stay tuned for that. This is the deck I'm going to be playing the next tournament too. I'm actually going to retire the Tapu Koko GX deck for a little bit because I've played so much of it. It's not as good as other decks and it just bothers me. So, but yeah, if I had to tier this deck, I'd probably put it about tier 3. So yeah, it's a pretty good deck though. I mean, I've beat Gardevoirs with it, I've beat Gallipods with it, I've beat Night March with it. I mean, I've beat all the great decks with this deck. So if you guys want to build it, it is pretty cheap. It was actually the first deck I've ever played. since I've got back into Pokemon over the years. It is really good. You guys should give it a try. If you have any questions about the deck, leave it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. Other than that, guys, I'll see you on the next one.